So today, while in the gym, two of my students came up to me and asked me my opinion about secular versus Christian music. An example that they used was Kanye West dropping Jesus Walks, and why is it something like that could hit the club and blow up versus like a Lecrae who brings out a song maybe like that and it doesn't blow up. And as I was I was eavesdropping, listening to them. They really kind of tried to make the conversation that seemed like very spiritual, which is, I understand that because I'm all about it too. But I was like, we don't necessarily have to make it spiritual. I'm like, let's just make it economical and let's just make it social. And I said, so the key word here is credibility. So if you follow the beginning of Kanye West's career, when he came out, he was known more so for the production he did for Jay-Z, Blueprint, and also he worked with Mos Def, Talib Kweli, people like that. So he was established. Now let's talk about the credibility. Then he comes out and drops his first song, Through the Wire, with a Shaka Khan sample, and he kills the song and he makes the song personal. Then he follows that up with It All Falls Down with Selena Johnson, here dropping a song that has a message. Then he turns around and gives us Jesus Walks. So by the time he gives us Jesus Walks, he's already established as a name. We love his music. We're digging him. He gives us Jesus Walk. Here's a secular artist making a song that can be considered, religious or spiritual. So he drops it, he blows up, boom, and then he comes out with Workout Plan, and then we know it's curtains from there. Now you look at an artist like a Lecrae, it's funny, a lot of gospel artists usually start off in church. That's usually where they start off. But if they came from the street, they kind of try to establish credibility in the street, then bring it to the church. So that's why I say the word credibility is really important, because that's how these artists do it. You establish credibility with society, then you drop something and then people can kind of react or respond to it. Then we had a conversation about secular versus Christian, and I told him, I said, personally, in my opinion, there is no difference. I don't believe God sees a difference. I believe we make it different in our own minds, but I really believe in our hearts it's not different. To me, separating secular and Christian is just like trying to separate church and state. That's what we say on paper, and that's what we say, when it comes to organizational policies and stuff. But when you look at who we are inside, we don't separate church and state. Matter of fact, our politics, a lot of times for a lot of people, is governed by their religious beliefs. You see, so in my opinion, in society, we really don't separate it. We try to. I mean, and even if you look at gospel artists, isn't it funny? Most gospel artists look stereotypically secular, and I was telling them about us bringing artists like D1 to campus, and then me being a minister opening up for Big Crit. I said, the only people who separate that is us. God doesn't separate it. God sees it all the same. So think about the music that you listen to and just think about what it's used for, and think about the instruments. And the only difference is what it's used for and the lyrics.